As a freshman, I have a good experience here, especially with the professors, and they're very open to us as a community, where they don't want to shy away from a topic, and they're always representing and hoping that we get more representation for the future.
Definitely at the GSRC, everything feels very inclusive. You know, Courtney is always very wonderful. You know, when I got like a shirt because I'm asexual, like everyone was like thought it was awesome, and like they understood what it meant to me to like have something to express my sexuality. And you know, everyone here is also like really chill and really helpful for things that don't have to do with sexuality. So you know, I really that stuff makes me feel included.
My name's Ian, and we're getting into that. So I had a great professor last year who mentioned pronouns early on in the class, and then when I mentioned that I liked they them pronouns or preferred they them pronouns, the professor called me by they them pronouns. And then as the semester moved on and I talked to him more and more and I got to know him, I went to their office hours for the final project, and I mentioned, oh hey professor, I'm thinking of changing my name, because I knew he was cool with that type of discussion. And they go, oh, what do you think? Just toss me some options. And I go, oh, well, I'm thinking of Ian, Xander, Alex. And he goes, oh, Ian works, Ian fits you, Ian suits you. And it did, and now my name is Ian. And he helped me pick my new name, and it was.
One time on my first day of class, my professor passed around an introduce yourself sheet. So when people were to write down what the professor wanted them to be called, what they wanted to be introduced as when being introduced to other professors, and their preferred pronouns. And it was really nice because most of the other professors kind of just asked you to write your name and your email, and then that's it. There was no personal connection, but that one felt really heartwarming to me.
So I can tell when a professor is going to be inclusive of the LGBTQ community when I actually look at the syllabus and I see that they have queer theory and LGBTQ history.
My experience with inclusivity in classes has been primarily great. I'm a women's studies major, so most of my classes are about intersectionality and feminism and such things such as that. I like how in the beginning of the classes, the teachers, they have you introduce yourselves, your pronouns. Some teachers even go as far as to letting you know that if they pronounce your name wrong, to tell them, which doesn't seem like a big thing, but oftentimes other teachers really don't care about stuff like that. So that makes me feel great that they're inclusive of, you know, making sure that they pronounce their names right, making sure that they use the right pronouns. Yeah.
So as a chem major, there's not really many opportunities where I see inclusivity. So this one moment really stuck out to me because I was in my bio class and the professor made it a very good point to distinguish between gender and sex. And we were talking about chromosomes and someone rose their hand and asked, oh, so there are chromosomes that determine gender, and the professor made it a very good point to say, no, chromosomes don't determine gender, they determine sex, and that they didn't really go into detail saying that sex is how someone biologically presents and how gender is how someone presents themselves as an expression to the world. But just that small instance where he corrected them, saying that chromosomes don't determine gender, they determine sex, that just really, it's a small step towards inclusivity.
I really like when professors encourage safe spaces and encourage growing and learning together, because not everybody comes from the same educational background and not everybody has the same education and knowledge on these issues. So I really like when even if something bad is said in class, like somebody says like a derogatory term or says something harmful, professors can stop and have the opportunity to educate what they know. And then it also gives me the opportunity as a representative of this community in SA to give the knowledge that I know, and to allow us to grow and learn together without feeling judged or feeling hurt or feeling harmed.
Really great is like when you never really know about if a professor is like an ally or LGBTQ or what have you, but then when you like go to their office hours and you see a rainbow flag or a sign or something of that nature, it's always just really reassuring, because it's like, I might not go to talk to you about my sexuality or gender identity, but I know that if I wanted to, I would be able to feel safe in doing so.